Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Henry, who wanted the Demeter as Spider-Man in the Iron Spider costume from the comics that he started using during Civil War. And it takes to those colors very, very well. Had to use a little bit of camo, as I frequently do, to get some of the patterns in various places. But yeah, Demeter is a 650 raid with three different funnel attacks, which can be used simultaneously: a heavy attack and an aerial melee, and also just yeah, bunch of good attacks and skills. For some reason, I'm not quite sure why. I don't remember the exact skill set, but I have trouble boosting from side to side in the air. It doesn't seem to have any trouble boosting front to back. But lateral movement, which is just kind of part of my general tool set for anything with the midair boosting, just was not working for me tonight. So it ultimately, though, round came out pretty well, so I have no complaints. I want to grab that point, but there's other things to do first, like get whatever is back there. Not 100% sure. I know there's at least one prototype Psycho Gundam because there always is, at least until the end of next month. And let's see, there's a Hyrule Ra 2 and a Denanzan on the enemy team and a couple other things. I forget what. But yeah, just I it is a, it is a heavy attack raid. It does have a lot of good melee skills, but I am trying very hard not to get up in people's faces, because if the teams are hanging together relatively well, which they were Sunday night, I getting in with something that's bright red and gold is not worth the effort. Like, just straight up, it is really hard to do. So yeah, much better to be fighting at range. It has, like I said, a bunch of beam weapons. Has rapid fire beam guns in the binders. Has three funnel attacks. Has all sorts of range things it can do too. And also, it can get smacked by a double Zeta Gundam, which is not ideal. But yeah, it is kind of fragile. It was, ironically, I'm having trouble with the prototype Psycho Gundam because the Demeter here was one of the previous wave of things to catch a nerf. Because yeah, it and the Engage Zero Yon Faven were just really overbearing when they first came out. So yeah, they nerfed those, and it's, you know, basically, as I recall, for the most part, they decreased the hit points. But yeah, still, still not bad. Last I heard, it's, power creep being what it is in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if the nerfs ultimately get undone in the future. But for now, it is not bad. But yeah, I'm just trying very hard to not engage too directly, not stand like in an intersection where everyone can shoot at me, that kind of thing. Okay, that time the lateral boosting worked. I don't know what makes the difference. Maybe it's because maybe I forgot to let go of the jump button for using flap booster or something. Just occasionally the skills intersect in ways that don't feel natural to me. For example, and I know a lot of other people have talked about this. Forced injector and dodge roll can if depending on what buttons you're pressing at what time, can really cause problems. Like, you can end up just trying to change directions instead of dodging and get yourself good and killed. The other thing, of course, is that uh, skills with or attacks with flinch will cancel out a maneuver if they hit at exactly the moment you try and use it. So if you get hit with a flinching weapon the second you try to dodge roll, like at the exact right moment, yeah, you'll just get stopped in your tracks. Managed to take out that double Zeta, but now I am kind of pinned down in the corner because I'm out of boost. So as it is, I'm just kind of sticking to the smoke screen and trying to throw as much damage down field as I could. And yeah, by the time okay, yeah, I got killed by the dash attack on the Rairura too. I think that's the one. No, it's the standard TR5. I think that has the boost attack skill. But yeah, got pinned down, didn't really see a good opportunity to fly away, so just, fought it out hand to hand until I dropped. And let's see. So far, we're doing pretty well. And yeah, just now, just time to hang back and drop funnels and beams. And, if I get an opportunity to use my close up attacks, great. But yeah, I feel like I can't, this is not a suit that is hardy enough to be up in people's faces, waiting for that perfect moment to do a heavy attack. It's just kind of, that is a thing you have got to wait for the right moment in a one-on-one fight. See, and I got caught on the undersea pipelines there. So yeah, just using the ramp as cover and dropping some funnels on people, not the worst plan. Funnels are the nice thing about this open scaffolding is that you can generally lock funnels while, from behind it, which is difficult to do sometimes. Managed to get a decent combo, but I decided to take off because there were two enemies behind me, and that was a good time to be not there. So yeah, so far so good. Man, round's almost over. Um, I've lost all sense of time. It just happens sometimes. But yep, lock funnels. Hit that fiery raw if I can, but mostly yeah, just actually playing semi-intelligently. Yeah, when I saw that they were relatively split up and they were hiding behind crates as much as I was, yeah, if it decided it was going to melee me and not just tackle, which would have stopped me. Yeah, I had a good opportunity there to actually land a couple heavy attacks before the round was over, like that one on that Danan Zon, because yeah, and followed it with a downswing. Honestly, I mostly used the tackle just to get a tiny little sting of extra damage in, and also as a braking mechanism, because just this thing just does keep going once you get it moving. It is very zippy, and it is a hover suit, so yeah, momentum is a thing. Okay, yeah, so 45 seconds left. We have got a pretty solid lead, but it is not. I guess it's not an insurmountable one, but I'm pretty sure we're going to pull this one off. Let's just put it that way. And let's see. Yep, support fire's going out. Seems like we're mostly sticking near our base. That's not a bad idea. I was thinking about throwing out some support fire from across the map, but I just decided I'd try and get something done toe to toe in the last 20 seconds. It's not like I can cost us the match with some kind of dumb maneuver like that with the point differential we've got. Now what I'm setting up for and does not quite work out because apparently it's also kind of slow to stand up as the Demeter. But yeah, I was trying to get over to the Denanzon there and hit it with the follow funnels. I think that would have been enough to take it down with as little health as it had. But even so, pulled it off, and I'm pretty happy with how this one came out. And yeah, top diversions, I'm bright red and gold. This is not a surprise. But yeah, only 2 and 3, but 118,000 damage and 1,100 points of assists. I'm good with that. I hope you enjoyed it, Henry, and that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I don't think I ever got an Iron Spider figure in the 1/18th scale I tend to get things in, so that being the case, there is one in the current Epic World of Action line of Spider-Man figures they've got going at 3 3/4 inches tall, and I probably ought to grab that while I can. They're not very expensive, and the articulation is okay. Hasbro's done better, but that was honestly a long time ago. Or for a Tron HasLab that is never going to fund.